children, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and listen, what you hear out here about me in the streets, believe 50% of it, you know what I'm saying? And we can go into whatever, any question anybody want to ask me, I'm a realist, you know what I'm talking about? But I'm still here and I'm still making these hit records. That's what I'm on. Much love,
Paparazzi Exclusive.
Much love. Right. 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 Man. I'm gonna tell you like this, I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My name is Coo Coo. You know what I'm saying? I started rapping about 1995, man. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, they was rapping, I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? And one of my homies said, pick up the pen, and then we go get another bottle. And I said, all right, that's what I'm finna do. And I picked up the pen. And this older brother that was out here in the streets, in the gang, real tough, you know what I'm saying, was like, man, I'm finna put dude out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think they were serious, and then the next thing you know what I'm saying, I wrote, the first song I had was called Tales of a Broke Nigga. That ain't never go national, you know what I'm saying? That was something local that I did right here in Milwaukee. But that was my first track, you know what I'm saying? We started a label called In the Trunk Records, man. Much love, shout out to my nigga T-Money and 7,000. Started me off from day one. Then from there, you know what I'm saying, I hooked up with this group, you know what I'm saying, Stone Cold. Give a shout out to, I know y'all probably heard, he was down with, they was called a G2 a Key, they was down with Scarface now. You know what I'm saying, they from the mill too. And, you know what I'm saying, they started doing their thing with Face and them, they was trying to get me to jump down with a Face little record label or whatnot. And then, you know, I just sat back and watched how they little, you know what I'm saying, thing went with them. And I said, man, I'm going to ride with my guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, the money ain't all there, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, I don't know the game. You know, I'm fresh in the game, you know what I'm saying? Young and dumb, full of cum. And I just sat back and watched how it went. And so I just, you know what I'm saying, stuck by my niggas, man. And then right when we released the CD, I remember the first thing I did, we ordered just 1,000 CDs on the local tip. And the name of the album was called Game. And before we got the shipment back, my whole clique went to the feds on it. It was just me. And I just got out here in the streets of Milwaukee, man, and started grinding that CD, man, and they started feeling me. You know what I'm saying? I was in every project, every hood, everywhere, just trying to get my name out here. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers kept saying, where you from? New York, Cali, down south somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm from right here in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And then it went from there to where I plugged in some cats, Infinite Recordings, Steve-O, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Steve-O from Infinite Recordings. I plugged into them, and we worked on my second album. I started a new album called Walking Dead, man. And that's when I got a lot of features, started meeting people, you know what I'm saying? I plugged into Tony Draper, you know what I'm saying? Got on the road with 8Ball and MJG. Big shout out to 8Ball and MJG. Did a whole bunch of shit across the country with them. And I started getting features on that album, like 8Ball MJG. I had Mac 10, I got Twister, you know what I'm saying? I had to represent the Midwest. I had the Outlaws on there. I had Spice One. Damn, I can't, man, I'm tripping like a mother. I'm drinking now, y'all, for the record. But real talk. But anyway, man, that's how it all started off. And then off that Walking Dead, man, the Infinite Cat, you know what I'm saying, Steve-O has the record label here, local label right here in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying, he knew some people, you know what I'm saying, that was having that change to take him to the next level. So we took that Walking Dead, and they started shopping it around. And by then, I was already working on the third album. And that's where projects came in. You know what I'm saying? That's where... you know what I'm saying? And actually, you know, a cat flew from New York it was Jive Records who I was messing with first. And they flew out to Milwaukee, man. We sat them down at the restaurant. I took them, and I just let them hear the beat. They was hearing songs I did, and he was like, that's straight. What you got? I was like, man, look, throw that beat on. I've been screaming. I'm talking to my producer. Throw that beat on. I've been screaming. I want to get on bad as hell. And I just acapella it, the chorus that I had for it, which was my project. He was like, that's hot. So he flew back and he was like, man, lace that up and send it to me. So we laced it and sent it to him. We sent it to him. He flew back. He was like, man, it's right there, but it ain't it. And I shut down. Like, I swear, I had chill bumps when I made it. I ain't doing nothing else. I told the record label I was messing with, I was like, look here. Either, I did my part. Either you find somebody want that hit record, or I ain't recording no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rapping nothing. I ain't doing nothing until you find somebody to get this hit record. So eventually they passed it around. Dude, they ain't bite job, didn't bite on it. But dude, the representative, the A&R who came out here to Milwaukee, he took it to one of his guys who was out of work, that was in the music field. And dude took the record to Cypher Sounds in New York. Cypher Sounds was plugged in with Funkmaster Flex and worked at Hot 97 in New York. They grabbed the record, and old boy who took Cypher the record got a job, and I got a deal. And that's where projects hit the fan at, man. And that's all 100% real, with liquor on my tongue.